In the name of God, the most compassionate, the most merciful, this video is regarding as a, please consider it one of my daily random talks also, and it is on leadership advice from my heart to my Deputy President, Professor Dr. Kithure Kindiki, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. You have been around 10 days in office, and I'd like to thank God for giving us you, for choosing you as our Deputy President. I have great hope in your abilities and in your person and your character. I believe your personal character and demeanor will give dignity and credibility to this great office of our country. Previously, a vice president who gave such dignity was also a lawyer by profession like yourself. That is the former vice president, Michael Malwa. Unfortunately, he was a vice president for a very short time, and God chose to take him from amongst us and took him to heaven. Dr. Kithure Kindiki, please accept this advice from the heart. Let us even set our rapport with each other and with obviously all those who are watching this video. I'm from Mombasa County. It's a great honor you went to Lenana High School, probably at around the same time as our governor of Mombasa, our current governor, His Excellency Abdul Samad Sharif Nasir was also there, should have been there. Maybe not in the same class, maybe in the same class also, or maybe a year or two ahead or behind, could be anywhere. Plus also Omar Hassan, we know him more as Sarai. He was also an old boy of Lenana High School. So you have two great personalities from Mombasa. That is Honorable Hassan Omar Hassan, Sarai, East African Legislative Assembly member from your own party, UDA, who is also the Secretary General of your party, and our governor, His Excellency Abdul Samad Sharif Nasir, are also Lenana All Boys. Around the same time, I was in Alidina Wisdom High School in Mombasa, one of the oldest and most prestigious schools with a great pedigree, almost similar to Lenana High School's pedigree. Hassan Omar Hassan is a great friend of mine. You can ask him too. We actually grew up in the same street in Kibokoni. Old Town in Mombasa. You're always welcome to Mombasa. Mombasa should be your second home. And I would like you to work closely with His Excellency Abdul Samad Sharif Nasir to ensure that the government's vision of agro-processing industries and also the agro-industry itself, agricultural sector in the surrounding counties of Kilifi, Kwale, Taita Taveta, Tana River, Lamu, agro-processing industries for locally grown crops, fruit crops. We realize the value creation opportunities of the agro-processing industry, like dried mangoes are more valuable than raw mangoes, which sometimes even get spoiled for export markets. Maybe even we could locally be growing tamarind, guava, juice making in the Kilifi, Kwale area, and we can sell this as value-added products rather than the raw fruits. Let us work closely. The industries could be set up as special economic zones for agro-processing within the SEZs within Mombasa County, and the supply chain of those items, of the raw materials, come from all over the coastal region. We hope we can work closely both with the governors of Kwale and Kilifi, and we realize the benefits of agro-processing and value-added crops. You are always welcome. It is your second home, home away from home. Please also work towards ensuring the tourism industry also has value addition, not merely the beach tourism, but value added, historical, ecological tourism, cultural tourism also could be integrated within the beach tourism industry. If we can work together. Please also work with our former governor, who is now a CS, in your government, in the government of His Excellency President William Samoei Ruto, that is Hassan Ali Joho, for the blue economy and the fisheries industry and fisheries processing. Let's be frank, it's surprising that while we do not have canned fish from Kenya in our supermarkets, but we have canned fish from Hargeisa in Somaliland. We usually look down upon Somalia and Somaliland, saying that it's a war-torn country and whatnot. And while they have fish canning industry, they have canned fish like tuna and fish flakes coming from there. We surely can have fish processing, canned fish, and even frozen fish. We can be selling value-added fish. We can have mechanized fishing vessels going out to sea. The right incentives need to be given to people like Nyayo for seafood, East African sea products. So that they are able to buy maybe even trawlers and whatnot. We could even go into prawn farming. and sell them as value-added products rather than simply just prawns taken, given to the Chinese and sold, but having canned prawns and what not, or cooked ready-to-eat prawns. And another thing which we could use our ties with India. With India, we have had ties over 1,000 years. That is how a good number of our Asians came to Kenya through open doors. They always came with the monsoon and they went back, and some decided to settle. Even the person who took Vasco da Gama to India, to the area now known as Goa, was an Asian from India who settled in Mombasa from the Badala community, and he's the one who piloted and guided Vasco da Gama to India, to find the route to India. So let us work on those ties with India. India is a great industrializing power, especially light industries, medical industry, pharmaceutical industry. We could have specialized economic zones making generic drugs in Kenya and distributing to the rest of the East and Central African region. Let us work on that also. The other thing what we can work with India in the blue economy, that is where I was coming to, was pearl farming. India has great institutions which even do training, diploma courses, I believe even degree courses on pearl farming. Or we can even, like, we bring Indian expatriates for other things, for even accountancy and whatnot. We can bring in Indian expatriates for pearl farming on the coast. We could have ponds of water where we do pearl farming, and we can get the expatriates from India who know how to do the maintenance, the right temperature, the right feeding, and all that. We could do pearl farming as part of the blue economy, and pearl farming would be really lucrative if you are able to produce substantial amounts of pearl. Like Gongoni, we have salt. Another area just nearby Gongoni, we can have pearl ponds instead of salt ponds. Let us think about it, and let us discuss with some of the Asian businessmen in the coast and beyond how we can work with especially the Indians in Orissa and Whatnot who have done great strides in pearl farming, and see how we can do pearl farming and cultivating cultured pearls. And then in the special economic zones, we could have value addition of the pearl. Not only that you are selling the pearls which we made, yes, there would be, these are semi-precious stones and gemstones, but we could be making our own jewelry, bracelets, or necklaces, earrings. We could even have color, depending on our technology and how we work together. We could even have technology transfers and what to know how to do, maybe pearl, pink colored pearls, blue colored, green colored pearls. Let's see what we can do. And we can be having a jewelry market. We have a great Sony or a Patni families, Indian Patnis, Sony families, the goldsmith families, the jewelers, the Sonaras, whom we call them. Let us work with them if they could set up an SEZ, a special economic zone company or a special economic zone enterprise. We can be using those pearls which we cultivate in our pearl farms, and then they go to, it's a whole supply chain. We see it's a value chain for great jewelry industry. Let's work on that. It will be high value blue economy processing. Maybe even my brother Hassan Ali Joho should look at it positively and work hand in hand. It's not a matter of who is going to benefit, it's a matter of we Kenyans benefit Kenya When we sell those pearls, we'll earn great amounts of foreign exchange, reducing the cost of the dollar to Kenya shilling. Let's work on that. Yes, it depends on what His Excellency William Samoei Ruto gives delegates to you. But he also, I believe, wants Kenya to be a success. That is why both of you will get re-elected. Please remember. Now we come to the third point. Every Kenyan, irrespective of his color, ethnic origin, religious faith, is a Kenyan first. Kofi Annan, in the 50th anniversary of the United Nations, used a quote from the Nahjul Balagha, the peak of eloquence, which is a collection of sermons, letters, and sayings of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib. In letter number 53 to his governor in Egypt at that time, Malik Ashtar, he told him, take care of the people. Either they are your brothers in faith or your equals in creation. All Kenyans, I'm a Muslim, a Shia Muslim, I'm still your equal in creation and like a brother to you. That's why I have the confidence to speak to you through this video. The Sikhs are also your brothers. The Hindus are also your brothers, whether they are Patnis or the Muslim Sonaras based in Mombasa, and even some of them in Nairobi. Even in Nairobi, they are the Patnis. Let us work with them. They have the skills. For generations, that has been the profession of the caste. Let us build on that into special economic zone enterprises so that we create gold and silver jewelry using pearls. Professor Kithure Kindiki, I sincerely from my heart want to see you and President William Ruto to be elected for a second term in 2027. But we Kenyans have also to see what two people who both of them have earned PhDs. Dr. William Samoei Ruto has a PhD, I believe related to around biochemistry. I know his first degree was in biochemistry in 1992. And you in law, let us have the rule of law and order within Kenya, plus economic performance. For economic performance, I believe His Excellency the President William Ruto has made a very good choice in having John Mbadi, CS for Treasury, SCS. John Mbadi is a Certified Public Accountant of Kenya, together with his other qualifications, of course. I am a member of the Institute of Certified Public Accountants of Kenya. I know those exams are rigorous, and he is the right person. What matters in a country is the flow of funds for finances as a catalyst for development. Remember that. To have great development and for the people to see the benefits of those developments which are taking place, John Badi is the best person to work hand in hand with to realize our agro industries, our special economic zones. Let us work very closely with him. Please work closely with him. I'm nobody to say us, but I'm a Kenyan. Okay. He is a great man, a person of integrity, a member of the Institute of Certified Public Accountants. So let us bring a change to the way things are done in Kenya. I want you to succeed His Excellency William Samoei Ruto in 2033 or 2032 as the President of Kenya. May Allah, may God make that dream, make that aspiration come true. We have 7.5 years of hard work, focused work to do so that the people of Kenya do know that economic performance is the bar, is the standard to be met. Please remember also, I want you and His Excellency President William Samoei Ruto to leave a legacy that there is no split between you and him, and you succeed him as the succession usually takes place in our neighboring Tanzania. The Vice President becomes the President. Here the Deputy President should become the President because we have performed well and Kenyans are happy with the work we have done. We have done together. Please remember, it is possible we do not need to always change the party. I also want UDA to contest the 2027 elections as UDA, not under a new name. What has been somehow the trend, maybe it was a coincidence or just a matter of fact, since the new constitution or since the end of Daniel Arap Moi's term in 2002. First, Mwai Kibaki came on the knock. There was euphoria and whatnot. However, he was let down by the LDP wing who withdrew and all the hangama which took place. And then he contested the 2007 elections under PNU and a new party name. And in 2012, it was a coalition between TNA and URP. Then in 2017 was TNA, URP and other parties coalesced into one party called the Jubilee Party. Then in 2022 there was a break in Jubilee Party. UDA was formed and UDA contested the elections as UDA Alliance, Kenya Kwanza. Let us buck the trend, let us have great stability, and we give people the confidence that we are voting for a party based on ideology and not just because of the name or the personalities involved with the party. Let us in 2027 run the election and thereafter continuing under the UDA name. The party structures are strong. The party's people are strong. And let us remain as UDA, irrespective. Yes, we are humans. Some expectations may or may not be met. But remember, we are one Kenyans, and we need to perform well as Kenyans. Please accept my apologies, and I beg for your forgiveness should anything what I've said hurts you in any way. It was not meant to hurt you. It was meant to give you sincere advice from the heart. Sometimes advice from the heart, because of how it is put, it can become hard. Please forgive me. Thank you. Amen. May God bless you. May God bless His Excellency William Samoei Ruto. Amen. 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 Amen.